It's a sin to tell. Millions of hearts have been broken. When you say I love you, it's a sin to tell. Say I love you, honey. Oh, you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks hard done been broken. Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's...
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want? No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off. Best of the best. That's all there is to it. Really nothing more to say than that. Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. The Legion likes to send infiltration teams over on rafts. See you around.
Welcome back. I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to. Bye.
Now I walk around with my heart on the ground, hurt and lonely since I don't have you. I'm barely hanging on, I'm almost gone, and now I wait over you. I'm going under, drowning in the I'm down so doggone low. Have to look up to see the soles of my shoes. I'm going under. Getting old. I'm going under. Getting old.
In the shadow of the valley, I would like to settle down. Wide open space, wind on my face, a distant horizon, the moon on the crest. In the shadow of the valley that I love best, you have always waited for me, and you always will be there. Sagebrush and pine, old friends of mine. A little bit further, I will find my rest in the shadow of the valley that I love best. I have wandered many places, but they're all I'll find my rest in the shadow of the valley Round about three rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he was 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more.
Patrol. Keep
Now
walking.
the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before but the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them.
I suggest you leave.
To make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Don't tell the troopers, but the grub here is way better than the mess tent.
It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round.
I suggest you leave.
There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
That lone star from 1,000 miles away, calling me back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down on my hometown, fill my...
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. I'm surprised to see you here. Folks with your kind of reputation, I expect to see them cooking in the sand with some 44 slugs to keep them company. If the Rangers haven't caught up to you yet, they will. Myself excluded, of course. The only thing I catch up on now is chair time. Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here. I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here. Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person. It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field. Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel. Shoot. This again? All right, what do you want to know? Shoot. Folks around here call me the chief, but Hanlon's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water. Legion fires. They burn high wherever the Legion goes. Caesar's a hard man to figure out, but he always wants you to know when more troops are at your front door. Adios. You've come back to see the chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you? The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns. Out to the Grand Canyon, he met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest. Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. and that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam. Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went. It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man. Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is their chief, father, and God, all rolled into one. Shoot. I could tell you a lot if you had the time, but at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know? Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers. It's kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost 1 woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well, and they would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could, and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good. In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We had packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham. Shoot. Intel says the legate's coming. Lanius. They call him the Monster of the East. If he's half as bad as Graham was, we're in for a heck of a fight. With Caesar and a new legate here, the Legion's not going to fall for the same old bag of tricks. Oh, the usual reasons. People say he's enormous, carries a big sword, chops people's heads off. That's not what makes him a good commander, though. Folks say he came from a heck of a tough tribe. Took Caesar a long time to conquer. It was thanks to Lanius. But once Caesar broke him, he was born again. He'll go anywhere and do anything to win. Legion says he can smell weakness. Once he finds out where an army's vulnerable, he'll go to it like a dog for the throat. He was a missionary from Utah who hooked up with Caesar at the Grand Canyon, became his translator. Graham helped Caesar with the Blackfoots after they got captured together. Up until Hoover Dam, he was Caesar's legate. You wouldn't think a man of God could turn so brutal, cruel to his opponents. Did the sort of things that make you sick to talk about. He wasn't a brilliant strategist, wasn't tactically flexible either. There was something about him, though. Menace, indestructibility. He made everyone afraid of him. Heck, the Praetorians burned Graham 4 years ago, and some of the tribes are still afraid of him. They say the burned man still walks the land, blackens the earth wherever he sets foot. Shoot. Even Caesar knows that General Oliver's coming back to Hoover. Colonel Moore's doing a fine job of running things over at the dam. In her own way, of course, when she's not trying to wrangle my Rangers into helping her. But just keeping that dam secure and operational day to day is enough work for one person. Never mind building a defense against the Legion. Oh, well, now you'll have to excuse me. The General and I don't always see eye to eye on things. Maybe it's best that I just say he's a trooper, through and through. The man will not give up an inch for anything, least of all to the Legion. The Colonel's an effective commander, one of the best. But she sharpened her claws on the Vipers and the old Jackals. Did 4 tours against the Brotherhood, too. She used to be a ranger until an injury took her out of action. Happens to a lot of us, unfortunately. She's better at making graves than making friends. Bring in Moore and the earth will be raised. Fields will be salted. No, and thanks to General Oliver for that. Colonel Shue is at McCarran. Most of the new Vegas troopers are under his command. He's more sympathetic to the locals than Moore, but he's got the fiends to deal with. Shoot. Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog. Hey.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say. You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it. We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall. People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops to die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we going to send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us. Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop. It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever going to be able to pull out. First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good. Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver and the center are ruined. Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them. I don't know if you're working for Caesar or if desperation's made me a heck of a lot more persuasive. Either way, this is the right thing to do. Now, I trust we're done discussing this. I'm gonna step through that door and pretend like we never had this talk.
Hey.
Trolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Hey.
Whoa!
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon have to say about those false reports we uncovered? The chief? But he's a legend. I guess if he's got a plan behind it all, who am I to question it? I won't say a word about it to anyone else.
Had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning.
Over here!
All around.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon... The chief?
Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. And he's by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Made it plain. To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon... The chief?
No one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among
We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way. Watch yourself out there.
It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from his in his big iron on his hip. town there lived an outlaw. Many
Get some!
was vicious and a killer, though. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive and maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
Fall back!
Wasn't long before he was to Texas.
Like that?
Men had tried to take it.
Get
20
some.
men had made a slip. 21. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath.
This is over!
His handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. To make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red is not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip.
Hey!
Big iron on his hip. It was only the outlaw on oh, he was living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
I'm out of here!
I can see that lone star 1,000 miles away. Back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down on in the open cloud, open range all round, sunlight and the smell of new mown hay. I remember though I've wandered and much happiness I've found, still I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river shore. I know that all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm bound to roam. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home.
Yes? A glorious victory. You must be very satisfied. I'll send word of your achievement. Perhaps Caesar will see fit to send another Count Bernium to occupy the camp. Here, take this. My blade. It was a gift from my centurion upon the defeat of the Sundog tribe. True to Caesar.
Our way. True to Caesar.
Lend your life so strange. Guide my weary donkey. Stars of the midnight
Hey.
What do you want? Oh, really? And how you gonna make us? Fuck you, asshole. You're gonna regret it.
Watch out! Watch out! Anybody there? Watch out!
Whoa! Whoa!
Have you taken care of those squatters? That's good to hear. Can't ever be too careful with strangers around here. Good work with those newcomers. I think you can handle more serious business with more serious rewards. There's a handful of greasers down in the sewers causing trouble. They ain't packing too much iron, but I'd like them dealt with all the same. Glad to hear it. Let me know when they're gone.
You hear there was some kind of shootout at one of them casinos on the Strip? Some people got killed or something.
I bet NCR troops can't wait to clean the sewers.
What the hell are you looking at, punk? Oh, yeah? Fuck off, asshole. What? Hey, guys, help me here.
of here!
Have you run off those greasers? Great work. I gotta make sure this place doesn't eat itself from the inside. You know, this time I may actually need a gun with a brain. Talk to Mrs. Hostetler. She's near the Crimson Caravan. I think her daughter's making bad friends, the kind that'll slit your throat in the dark. I like your enthusiasm, stranger. Let me know when that's done.
Thoughts are still of Texas and of home. Smell of new mown hay. I remember, though I've wandered and much happiness I've found, still I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river shore. And all the ones I love would welcome me once more. In dreams I see them now, though it seems I'm bound to roam. My thoughts are still of Texas and of home.
Play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny.
You like the sight of your own blood? I'm gonna...
Johnny Guitar, what if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man.
Hey there.
Like my Johnny.
What are you doing here?
Get out before I blow your head off. He did, huh? All right. What do you want? He should really mind his own business. Crandon's good to keep scum in check, but he ain't exactly subtle. If you're good at snooping around, then I could use you. I need to find out what my daughter's up to. She's been frequenting this square in North Vegas, probably hanging out with street scum. I want to know more about her new friends. All right, we've got a deal then. I'll make sure to compensate you for your time, if you find anything useful. Okay, what's on your mind? I know she's been frequenting this square in North Vegas, probably hanging out with street scum. I want to know more about her new friends. Okay, what's on your mind? Folks call this East Vegas, but I don't care much for names. The East Side gets a lot of merchant and gambler traffic. We're safer here than in North Vegas or West Side, though we've got to put up with the NCR. Don't get me started, stranger. We don't take kindly to either of them. We fought hard for our home, and we're here to stay. The Legion knows nothing of working the land. Those folks would rather pillage, burn, and steal like mad beasts. That ain't honest living. The NCR's no better. They won't burn your home and rape your daughter, sure, but they'll steal your wealth all the same, when you ain't looking. The East Side gets a lot of merchant and gambler traffic. We're safer here than in North Vegas or West Side, though we've got to put up with the NCR. The Legion knows nothing of working the land. Those folks would rather pillage, burn, and steal like mad beasts. That ain't honest living. The NCR's no better. They won't burn your home and rape your daughter, sure, but they'll steal your wealth all the same, when you ain't looking. Okay, what's on your mind? Goodbye, stranger.
McLaverty's a hard boss, but she knows what she... Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today? The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something? I already told you I'm Don Hostetler. You know, hiring isn't really my department. You should talk to Miss McLafferty about work for hire. Like I said, talk to Alice McLafferty. She's in charge here.
Careful with those fiends in the western sewers.
I see a lot of folks come and go, but none fit your type. Where you come from, stranger? 'Cause that's the law of the land. You never know when someone's going to stab you in the back, and I like mine upright. Maybe one day, stranger, when you've seen all I've seen, done all I've done, you'll sooner trust a rad scorpion than a new face in the wasteland. You've got a sharp eye on you. I take it you like guns, huh? Question is, can you handle more than just a weapon? I mean, you've got to know yourself before you can truly know the gun. So let's see it, stranger. Do you know yourself? You don't get it yet, stranger. I'm not surprised, though. It takes a special type. Come back when you've got what it takes. That's a long one, stranger. Let's just say I got tired of killing in the wasteland, and now I found a better home for my old butt. Alice. Oh yeah, I've seen her around here much too often as of late. I reckon she's been hanging out with Andy and his crew. Try the gray. Beats me why people go into that forsaken thing. At least with huts and sewers, you know they ain't crumbling on top of your head. We're independent folks here. Merchants, gamblers, NCR whores. All of them trade with us, and we offer protection against critters and the fiends. You heard me. We don't like those stiff-backed, clean-handed little pussies. New Vegas belongs to the people. The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster no better than any other wasteland crawler. We make this land wealthy, and we ain't giving it up. They're a bunch of lunatics so pumped full of chems they don't give a damn about life anymore. Fiends rape, kill, and maim for the hell of it. Vault 3's fiend territory. Those shitheads attack West Side all the time, even making it to the rest of Outer Vegas when they crawl under the sewers. The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster no better than any other wasteland crawler. We make this land wealthy, and we ain't giving it up. Vault 3's fiend territory. What's eating you? Outer Vegas ain't exactly a safe place. Despite our numbers, the wasteland creeps through every nook and cranny. I make sure any dangers to the people of North Vegas stay outside our barrier, stranger. Day and night, I stand watch. I'll see you again, stranger.
His pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations.
Now the
I don't know which one.
talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona.
There's some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas.
What the fuck you want, huh? Oh yeah? What for? So what? I don't give a shit about what you like. Go cry to your mama. Maybe they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they ain't here anymore. Maybe you asked too many questions, stranger. This is our turf. Don't even try to snoop around or I'll fucking kill you right here, right now. So what? I don't give a shit about what you like. Go cry to your mama. I'm ready for you. Hey guys, need a hand here.
Watch out! Hey! Watch out! Watch out!
I've got you now.
Didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
What the fuck you want, huh? Oh yeah? What for? Maybe they don't want to talk to you. This is... So what? I'm ready for you. Hey guys.
Watch out!
Didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed. Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead.
What the fuck you want? Oh yeah? Maybe they don't want to talk to you. This is our turf. So what? I'm ready for you.
Whoa! Found It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Whoa! I've got you now!
Leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip.
Whoa! Whoa! Had enough?
It was over. Before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one mistake.
Had enough?
Watch out! When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one. You hear that there was some kind of shootout at one of them casinos on the strip? Some people got killed or something.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
What are you looking at, huh? Answer me, or I'll get trigger-happy real quick. You think I give a shit? Has it crossed your mind that Alice is all the way in this with me? Maybe because I'm so good-looking. Maybe because her mother's trying to break her back, planting crops that die from rads as soon as they're in the ground. Or maybe she's just a dupe. Why do you even care? She's happy making her own way in the world. Family's just what the world throws on our shoulders without our say or opinion. You think Alice cares about her family? Tell her then. Family's what drove her to me in the first place.
How exactly would you do that? Oh boy, you've just made your last mistake.
Whoa! One of these days, Red Lucy's going to show off her death claws.
God damn that Mr. House for selling Vegas out to the NCR. The whole Mojave will have to join up.
Back off. I know how to use this gun, and I'm not afraid to shoot if you try anything. I've put up with their shit long enough. No more. I'll kill them if they get in my way. Then what the hell do you want? Don't try anything, I mean it. It's payback time, that's what. They've got no right to screw me over, and I'm tired of it. What are you talking about? Andy wants to help me leave this hole, doesn't he? That son of a bitch! I'll take the money and I'll kill him too. She's guarding it, I know she is. She locked the bedroom door, like that's gonna stop me. I've got a gun, I'm gonna make her give it to me. The money, yes. It's mine and nobody can stop me from getting it. Oh, you think I won't do it? I'll show you. What have I done? Mother. Are you out of your mind? No!
It's a sin to hide from
Had enough?
I'm sure you're happy with another who shares a love I couldn't win. Why pretend that I can't live without you when deep inside I know that it's a sin.
I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you. I was on the door. I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. To the town of Opry rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.